Hi everyone, I wanted to do a video on this 1989 LTD Country Squire LX wagon. I've been getting a lot of questions on the condition of it, and basically my response is I bought the car in order to turn it into a hot rod of some sorts, but I have too many other projects going on. These are door panel and under the steering column piece, but I just wanted to show this may be like a little surface rust on the inside, but it's a rust-free car. This thing's lived in the South all its life, so I don't know if you can make that out. So it's just a, see the differential. I did put a new set of front brake pads on it. It has the two seats in the back here that actually fold down. Rack on top. The paint is definitely faded, and as well as the wood grain. I'm trying to keep it where you guys can see. The interior is stained. I don't know if that can come off or be cleaned, but there's tears in it. It just really needs to be, replaced, unless somebody knows how to do leather work. Carpet is not bad. If it can, it could clean up really nice. Basically, all the parts are here. Sorry about the sun, but I wanted to do this video, show you a cold start, and to prove that it's a cold start. So down here you can see I'm touching the exhaust manifold, and I'll leave it on there for a second so you can see. Under here I've replaced the radiator. This is a battery that's about 6 months old. A new starter, a new alternator, a new solenoid there. What else? I think that's about it as far as this. I was working on my Range Rover and tore the motor apart, and so I drove this for about 6 months every day. You can see there's a little bit of damage right here on the metal, and I think that's kind of the only piece where the metal is kind of screwed up. There are a few dents and dings. You can see the roof. I put a surfboard up there, it'll be fine. Anyway, so let's do this start real fast. Here's some more interior door. Those panels that I showed you first. That panel that goes there and the panel that covers this. I just haven't put it back on. The reason I have this blanket, nice beautiful blanket, is because the seat is completely tore up. Ta-da, there you go. But they do all work. They function. So, all right, let's start this up. Bear with me. It does run rough. I think it has a stuck valve, but like I said, I just don't have time. I don't have time to tear the heads off and redo the heads. I think that's all this thing would need. When I bought the car, the guy said it had like, I don't know, 80,000 original miles, or 82,000 original miles, and I've put a few miles on it. But you can, I don't know. It could be 180, 280. I have no idea. So. Stereo works. Doesn't sound good, but it's something. The heat works, and the AC actually does work, but it seems to diminish the power so much that typically, it sounds like some acorns in there or something. Let's move it to AC here. it's cold. I mean, it's chilly outside, but it does work. I just didn't run it when it was 115 degrees outside because I didn't want to risk overheating the car when I needed it. So, but the AC does in fact work, and I haven't done anything to it. The heat, let's see. The heat will work once it warms up. The car does not overheat. It does use some oil, and I've noticed when I sit like at a drive-through, you can see the motor doing its thing. It starts to kind of shake. Walk around here. I don't know if you can see that, but I hope I'm not out of gas. That's another thing. The gas gauge doesn't work. I just keep it full. So I don't know. Maybe we should take it for a quick ride. What you kind of have to do, it seems like, is you have to keep it in a lower gear. In order scrape the pipe. A bit of it move. And I'll show you what happens if you can get it. When I'm not on the interstate, I run it and drive. Because it seems like, shut the tailgate. Okay, let's see. That's why the low fuel light is on. The engine light is not on. But when it shifts into like second and then you give it slight gas, it vibrates because it has no power. But it's coming to a stop. So I mean, you know, a 302 should have way more power. I just think that one of the, I think the valves are stuck open. There you go. Punch it down. I don't get too crazy with it in the neighborhood, but it shifts like it should. It just from let's see, we were doing 45 or something like that. From having very low power, when it shifts into second gear, if you kind of just lightly touch the gas, it vibrates, and you can hear that vibration over here. If I crack that window, that vibrates. Crack it a little bit, vibration goes away, or the window shaking part goes away. I love this car. I wish I had the time to put into this thing and drop a 351 in it and turn it into a hot rod, but I have 74 Correct-Craft Mustang boat that I'm going to be selling, a 93 long wheelbase Range Rover that I'm going to be selling. So I have too many projects and I have two little kids, so no time and no money anymore. So this is my video, and I hope this helps somebody make a decision. I'm asking $1,500 for the car. That's just basically giving me back a little bit of the money and time I put into it. So, you know, other than that, you know, the thing, it drives straight for the most part going down the road. I think with new tires it would be good. The tires are decent, but not great. I said, I'm not going to put a bunch of money into a $1,500 car. So anyways, I hope this helps you make a decision, and please email me if you have any questions. My email address is skicks@sbcglobal.net. That's skicks@sbcglobal.net. Back up. And I need this thing going because I'm parking in a house that's for sale across the street from my house. So they're not going to like that once they sell the house. Anyways, thank you. Bye.